For decades, money laundering was a game played in the shadows of the traditional financial system, a system built on trusted intermediaries like banks, with borders, regulations, and paper trails. Then, in 2009, a white paper introduced a radical new idea, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system that operated on a public ledger, without the need for any central authority. This technology, blockchain, and the cryptocurrencies it enables, didn't just create a new kind of money. It created a new kind of financial space, one that is global, open, and operates 24/7. And from its earliest days, criminals saw its potential. They saw pseudonymity, they saw borderless transfers, and they believed they had found the perfect and traceable tool for moving illicit value. But the story of cryptocurrency and money laundering is not a simple one of criminals winning. It's a far more complex and fascinating arms race. It is a story of a technology that is simultaneously more transparent and more opaque than anything that came before. Today, we're diving into this new frontier. We'll explore how crypto is genuinely changing the risk landscape, the specific tools criminals are using, the powerful forensic technology that's tracking them, and the critical regulatory battle that will determine whether crypto becomes a haven for illicit finance or a revolutionary tool for transparency. This isn't about fear-mongering, it's about understanding a seismic shift in the mechanics of value transfer. First, we must understand the fundamental duality of cryptocurrency. On one hand, it is inherently more transparent. Every single transaction on the Bitcoin or Ethereum blockchain is recorded permanently on public ledger. Anyone can see that wallet has sent 10 BTC to wallet B at a specific time. This is a level of transparency unimaginable in traditional finance, where private bank ledgers hide transaction details. This is why crypto is often called pseudonymous, not anonymous. Your name isn't on the wallet, but every transaction that wallet ever makes is publicly visible and linked forever. This creates a permanent and changeable forensic trail. On the other hand, this system is inherently borderless and disintermediated. There is no bank compliance officer to question a 3M transfer of $50 million to a high-risk jurisdiction. The protocol doesn't care. If you have the private keys, you can move value anywhere in the world in minutes. This removal of the human gatekeeper is what creates the new risk. Then there are privacy-enhancing cryptocurrencies pecs like Monero's Cash and Dash. These are built with cryptographic protocols that obscure transaction details by default. In Monero, for example, the sender, receiver, and amount are all hidden through ring signatures and stealth addresses. This creates a fundamental challenge. The transparency of the blockchain is deliberately engineered away. These tools are used in sequence, creating a laundering chain, place illicit coins via a rogue exchange or OTC broker, layer them through mixers, chain hops, and privacy coins, and finally integrate them back into the clean economy by cashing out at a compliant exchange or using them to purchase high-value goods like NFTs or virtual real estate. The real-world impact is stark. Let's look at two case studies. First, the Silk Road, the original dark web marketplace. It was a proof of concept, showing that Bitcoin could facilitate anonymous commerce in illegal goods. Billions flowed through it, laundered through a basic process of marketplace wallets to mixing services. Second, and more modern, are the massive DeFi and exchange hacks, like the Axie Infinity Ronin bridge hack or the collapse of FTX. They are being forced to comply with traditional AML frameworks, know your customer KYC checks, transaction monitoring, and most significantly, the travel rule. The travel rule, now enforced in many jurisdictions, requires VSPs to share sender and receiver information for transactions over a certain threshold, just like a traditional bank wire. This is a direct attack on pseudonymity. Furthermore, authorities are not afraid to sanction entire smart contracts and addresses, as seen with Tornado Cash, a controversial but landmark move that treated code as a laundromat. Regulators are now pushing for responsible innovation, suggesting that even DeFi front-ends and developers may bear some liability for embedding compliance controls. In conclusion, cryptocurrency has irrevocably changed money laundering, but not in the one-dimensional way many assume. It has created new, faster, and more automated methods for obfuscation, but it has also given birth to an unprecedented level of financial transparency through blockchain analytics. It is a dual-edged sword. For criminals, it offers new tools but also creates a permanent, public record of their crimes that is far harder to erase than a paper ledger.